Hey y'all, I am Laura Kay, and today I'm going to be doing a reading, some oracle cards and some tarot cards. I feel like using a couple decks. I'm using the Heavenly Bloom tarot deck, and my Shaman box oracle cards. They're like animal oracle cards, and also the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. So yeah, we're gonna take a couple tarot cards. I got 2 tarot cards and some oracle cards. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of repeated 3s, repeated 8s as well. I keep seeing the 8s and the 3s like together or like shifting into each other. You know how like their shape is kind of similar, so maybe you're seeing like 3-8, 3-8, some kind of, yeah, some kind of thing with that. I've also been seeing a lot of repeated 5s. Bluebirds are also a sign for somebody, as well as owls. I've been seeing a lot of birds. I've been seeing eagles too, which is interesting. Let's see, I've got 3 oracle cards, 2 tarot cards. I'm already feeling a lot of water sign energy. Could be some Taurus and Virgo as well. Oh, I said Taurus. We got the bull, if you can see it. Yeah. Okay. So, tenacity, groundedness, stability, preservation. Which, looking at this reading, it looks like you are coming into a place of a lot of stability and groundedness and dependability. I think this is something that you... blurry. Get it fixed? Oh, there we go. I think this is something that you haven't felt for a long time. Something that your inner child, your higher self, has really wanted for you, and it's been hard to find that. And so this first oracle card, it looks like question everything. I think you've been questioning everything, especially if you find yourself over here, you know, watching tarot readings and stuff like that. You've definitely been questioning a lot. And already feeling into this energy, I get it that you're somebody who is on this higher path, a more spiritual path towards working towards like ascension, compared to a lot of other people around you. So you've been questioning a lot of the things around you. You've been questioning a lot of the structures that you've been placed in, or a lot of the people that you've found yourself around, a lot of people who are not really keeping to their word, and you know, their actions don't align with their words and things like that. You're like, and you're starting to see things also like in the friends and the families around you, and you're starting to place more boundaries, and you're starting to like stand up for yourself in the ways that you deserve. And I think that this is being really awarded, or it is going to be. We've got portal, and we've got that doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. So you don't know what this reward is going to be, but trust me, especially looking at these tarot cards, baby, because we got the Ace of Laurels. Okay, and in this deck, the Heavenly Bloom deck, the laurels are pentacles. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles, it's like you're coming into a place of a lot of stability, and just look at this like abundant garden and expansive mountain. She's got all this nature forever to explore, and She's, you know, floating with the coin and with the abundance. And I think especially like spiritually, like you're gonna find abundance in friendships and love and all of the things that your heart has been wanting, and knowing that you deserve, knowing that this is what is meant for you. And you've been doing a great job like holding your boundaries and keeping to your word in ways, and looking at the things around you and being like, I deserve a lot better than this, because you do. You do, and you're not wrong in thinking that. And maybe some people around you are like, you know, but if that's what your heart is telling you, listen to your heart, because that is the most important thing. And we also get this oracle card. We are the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Oh, this card is so beautiful. And the Hathors are like interdimensional beings that are connected to Egypt, and they're connected to the goddess Hathor. And the goddess Hathor is a protector of women, and like love and music, and so much beautiful art and stuff is connected to her. There's a type of sound healing, because she's like art and music and stuff. There's a type of sound healing called holographic sound healing that is connected to her. And basically like they use sound bowls and their voices to create these like geometric shapes to like heal your body, which is really cool. And so it's also telling me that like sound healing might be something that's going to help you kind of get yourself into like a meditative state, shift you towards this portal. Oh yeah, but both of these cards, we had portal, and then this one says birth as a portal. So you're going through like a rebirthing moment in life right now. You're in an in-between, and that's what this questioning the veil, or lifting the veil, but it says question everything. You're peeling back the curtain of your old life in this transition stage, and it's going to lead you toward the future. And so in this bull, like it's got that tenacity. It's the first word, tenacity, dependability, groundedness. It also says it says selflessness. It says selflessness, which I assume you are a very selfless person, which is why I think that I already got in the gist at the beginning that I think that like people had like taken advantage of you in ways, and that's why you're having to state these boundaries. But it is funny that my mind said selfishness, but I'm also a very selfless person. I wasn't thinking of it in like a real like narcissistic, selfish type way. What I was saying was like selfishness as in like you're gonna hold boundaries for yourself, and some people are gonna be like that's mean, that's rude, or like, but if you are holding healthy boundaries for yourself, that is not mean, that is not rude, because what you are doing is the best for you, and whatever is the best for you is the best for the collective in general. And so if you have to start standing up, holding boundaries, being like, I can't go to this, I don't want to do this, I'm not going to give my money, my energy, my attention to whatever so-and-so wants me to do, because I don't want to do it. And if I don't want to do it, I'm going to be hard-headed like that bull, like a Taurus would, you know? I'm going to be stubborn. I'm going to do me. And it says control, passion, influence, stability, preservation. The control is telling me like release what you cannot control, and take accountability for what you can control. How have you been giving your power up to other things or other people with the words that you say, with the way that you think, with maybe the imposter syndrome that you've been giving into? Like, in a lot of ways, that is actually like giving your control up to like an imposter syndrome. It's not you, it's what happened to you that made you feel that way. And so maybe it's these old circumstances that may have been very traumatic or things like that. Like, how are you continuing to let that hold you back in ways? And I think you are questioning everything. You're finally like coming to this place of awareness where you are like allowing that stuff to move through, which is beautiful. I love that for you. And then passion, influence. And when we were, okay, so control, passion, and influence together, that's also making me think I'm already getting that you're an empath or somebody who like has defined themselves as that at some point. And yeah, because I was talking about like needing to have those like healthy boundaries and stuff like that. And usually like those of us who are more empathic have a lot of psychic abilities. And I think that you're also going to come to a place too, like with the portal doors are opening, you're going to also like open your third eye and like open yourself into the unseen and being able to understand these things a little bit better, which is also really exciting for you. I love that. Welcome. But I was saying those words together: control, passion, influence. Oh, so how people, this is fire. I recently had this like revelation in my life. And so starting to place these boundaries with people, realizing how they're negatively affecting you and things, but also realizing how you've been triggering them in points, and that's why they put themselves out there to kind of bring you down and bring your energy down. And especially when you can feel other people, you like, I get this like pit in my stomach sometimes, especially like when maybe like at work or something, like somebody's stressed and they like kind of blame something on me, it feels like, but like whatever it is has nothing to do with me. But I will like take on that feeling of like, I'm sorry. And it's like, what am I apologizing for? Taking up space? Like just being, because this is not my fault, not my problem. And like, I'm patient. I'm actually having a really great day. I'm actually flowing inside of my head. Like, but I like, am I gonna turn around and sit there and like let them bring me down? Why would I do that? Now I'm like that. I used to let it happen all the time. And I still like, as it's happening, like I get that feeling that like, ugh, like the cringe, but I allow myself to sit with it and I allow myself to breathe through it and let it move and be like, this actually has nothing to do with me. And so it was the three words: control, passion, and influence. Realizing how your energy can have just as much influence as theirs. And if you are calm and patient and like having a fun time, you can actually have that control and you can actually like shift their energy to feeling that like they had been doing to you for such a long time. You have the ability to do that. And there's other ways to do that too. Maybe it's hard to like learn how to do that in the present moment, but you can start kind of microdosing this understanding by maybe posting more openly on social media and things that you're thinking and things that you're working on, your creative endeavors, or even if it's just little things, posting a picture and writing like a caption that feels very unique to you, things like that. That kind of microdoses, that way of seeing your influence and being able to shift a room and move things, because as social media is actually a mirror, so as you're putting things out there, you're also going to receive similar energy. So like if you're consistently consuming, especially like a lot of negative stuff over and over, you see your mental health be not so great, the imposter syndrome getting super loud, like you not having the drive that you did to do things or whatever, as you instead of consuming so much, what if we made like a healthier balance of like consuming and producing? Because most people are only consuming or doing majority consuming, and I'm not like, I'm preaching to the choir. I had this realization recently, and I was like, oh, I should probably be putting out more stuff, which is what I'm doing now. And but doing things like that, that's going to help you see your influence a little bit more. Maybe even like, if it's a little bit scary right now to like dip your toe in that water, maybe even just like journaling more often and having influence over your thoughts, because some of those thoughts in your minds are old programs or old paradigms that you had listened to over and over, those boxes that people have tried to put you inside of. Sometimes you're like stuck in them because you continue to say these things that people used to say to you, and like, I'm no stranger to this, promise you. But and then at the end of this card, it says stability and preservation. And yeah, so like very grounding energy, this bull. Yeah, it's very grounding. And the last tarot card that I have yet to show you is the Empress. Very, very beautiful. And in this card, she's actually a tree. She's a tree, and she's got these branches like coming off of her head, and there's fruit hanging off as well. And it makes me think, the way that they say it in the guidebook, I'm trying to remember. There's a lot of green around her, and she's even got a green staff, which makes me think of like heart chakra, which makes me think she's like a very open-hearted ruler, because the Empress is like the highest level of like feminine power, right? And of course you can be anybody, a masculine or a feminine, and that's not a gendered thing. Everybody has a healthy balance of both. I feel like if you're here, you already know this, but if you've made it 17 minutes and 30 seconds far, you probably already understand this stuff. But if not, I am getting like, you're probably a divine feminine watching, but whoever you are, even if you're a masculine, you're finding a lot of balance in that feminine aspect of yourself. I'm like flowing, like you're starting to come into that flow, or if you haven't already, you are very close to it, because you have been questioning everything. You have been lifting that veil around you, and you're starting to create portals in your life through things. And the Empress, the tree on her head, it's got these branches and fruits coming off, and those fruit, it make me think of like the people that she's able to support, right? Like as she grows, these fruits grow bigger and things like that. And when we had like the Hathors, and I was telling you that how sound healing is connected to Hathor energy and the goddess Hathor, like music, it's like the more that you speak your truth, the more that you put yourself out there, the more you are stepping into alignment. Like I've said in so many of my videos and my writing, but a mentor said this to me, and her words were, oh my gosh, why is it, there's an airplane outside and it just like is flying past. I don't know if you can hear it. It's like really loud. Airplane honestly is giving me like air energy to could be something with some air signs. But I was also talking about birds, and like that's sticking out to me too a lot right now. Something about how birds are able to like walk on the ground, but also like fly above the air. Like you could be somebody who's like a very objective thinker, but if not, you may learn that this new version of yourself is a very objective thinker, or very connected to spirit in a way. because yeah, like birds can see from that bird's eye view, but then they can also walk on the ground with everybody. So they're able to kind of give a very broad perspective to people. And so you may be somebody who is gifted in this, and if you are, that perspective needs to be shared. It's something that probably not a lot of people have appreciated about you, but it's something that is so beautiful and such a gift, and it needs to be shared. And so like I was saying with the Hathors, like putting your voice out there and allowing other people to hear the things that you say, because your voice matters, your opinion matters, and there is so many people who need to hear it and who need to experience it. Oh, I was talking on a thought before the airplane. And the thought was, your highest timeline unfolds with your highest expression. So my mentor was saying how like a lot of us are really focused on the future. Like when you start working on your traumas, you move from thinking about the past, but then you move to just thinking about the future. But then you're focusing so much of your time thinking about the future that you're not in the present. Really, truly, your highest path unfolds as you are living in your highest alignment in each present moment. So that means you have to allow yourself to move through the certain feelings that you're feeling. Don't leave words left unsaid. If you feel you have to say something, because the people who are there for you and who really care about you will listen and will be there, and whoever isn't, they will fall away. Like we're saying, lifting that veil, you can like discern between people by just being more yourself. The ones that aren't for you will fall and will leave, and it's going to create a lot of groundedness and stability in your life. And yeah, like that Ace of Laurels, you're coming into a place of a lot of abundance. And so yay, I'm excited for you. And yeah, I'm excited for you to share yourself and to share your art with the world, your voice. Remember that your art is not just the creative things that you create, but also how you are in every moment. Your words that you speak, the way that you move, everything you do is your art. And so I hope you make a beautiful impact on this world. I'm sure you already are in your own way. But yeah, if you enjoyed this reading, please leave a like and subscribe if you will. And I would love if you would comment and tell me how this may have resonated with you in some way. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Much love and many blessings.